This is a friendly reminder to stop giving a fuck what people think. We're going to dive right into it. Don't go nowhere. Hey, welcome back. It's Tony Fonte. How you doing? I help people manifest and create a life that's exciting and fun by being themselves. All right, so we're going to dive into the message, which is a reminder to myself. And I'm feeling the power moving back through me to stop giving a fuck what people think. I've been on this journey the last few years of fucking worrying about what other people think. I would step out a little bit, pull back. Step out a little bit, pull back. Because I had this inner child fear of being rejected and abandoned and not loved and validated and all this bullshit. I was worried about other people, seeking validation from other fucking people. Just like I did my dad. Occasionally my mom. Just like I did my dad. I wanted his validation. I wanted his fucking approval. And everything I did was to do that. There was a period of time where I didn't give a fuck what people thought. I spoke my mind, but I did it in an asshole way. And that asshole way, I learned was actually there to serve me. It served me. It helped me speak my truth. It helped me speak what I felt in the moment, but I didn't give a fuck what people thought, and I did it in a way that sometimes hurt people. So then I went through this transition. I went through Christianity, I went through church, and then that opened up. Oh, I want to be loved, and I want to be accepted and validated. Then I left the church. I no longer believe the Bible and religion to be the utmost highest truth. And that triggered a lot more of, oh shit, what are the Christians in my life going to think? What are these other people going to think? Even though there's millions of people who believe similarly to me. I have this, what are they going to think? What are they going to say about this? What's this person going to think? What's this former pastor going to think? What's this person? And it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It's your life. It is my life. Share it. It's your experience. It's no one else's business what you fucking do with your life. No one else's business. As long as you're not causing harm to yourself or anybody else, it's no one's fucking business. And anybody who does not like what you're doing and tries to express that, they're miserable. They're not happy. And they want you to come back down and believe the way they do so they can feel comfortable. That's a whole high level of manipulation. And we see it prevalent today. Oh, I'll accept you as long as you believe this way. I'll accept you as long as you believe in Jesus and God this way. I'll accept you as long as you vote for this person, or this color and that color, this animal. Or you believe this way, you believe that way. I will accept you. And the reason people want you to accept, to believe the way they do is so they can feel better about themselves. High level of manipulation right there. So they push out at you and try to tell you you're wrong and you're misled and misguided and you're full of shit and all this other stuff. You're stupid, you're a moron, all these other things, which is all a projection of how they feel about themselves anyway. Otherwise, they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't. So stop giving a fuck about what other people think and go live your goddamn life, because life is too goddamn short to fucking be worrying about what other people think. Trying to make them happy at the expense of your own happiness. Who gives a fuck if I believe that we are all God? Who gives a fuck? That's what I believe. That's what I experience. That's what I know to be true. And there's a lot of people who don't believe that. There's a lot of people who don't believe in my gifts that I can channel, that I feel and can transmute fucking energy for people. And I can teach them how to do the same fucking thing. I feel spirits. They talk to me. I channel messages from the divine. People are like, oh no, that goes against this word. Doesn't matter, because guess what? We're all on our own fucking journey, and we all have a version of the truth that is true to us. And that's all that fucking matters. What makes you free? What makes you feel at peace and joy and gratitude? Is that in church? Fucking do it. Is it in a synagogue? Fucking do it. Is it not believing in anything? Fucking do it. I'm not here to tell you how to fucking live. Go live. Go live your fucking life. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's friends. I don't care if it's a lover. I don't care if it's the president. It doesn't fucking matter. Live your life. Express your truth. Express your experiences. Express what you feel and what you believe. And stop giving a fuck about what other people think because they're unhappy than themselves. Otherwise, they'd be living their own goddamn life and not worrying about what you're fucking thinking in the first place. All right, I feel better now. Whew. Okay, I have one more thing to say about that. It just came to me. It goes back to where I went from not giving a fuck what people thought, and I was an asshole about it. Went through that process, coming out of the church, and then worried about what people thought of me. I didn't want to give a fuck about what people thought, but I was worried about it because part of me was worried and afraid of being that asshole again. But you know what? Living your life, speaking your truth, being loving doesn't always mean being nice. And if someone is barricading through a boundary, I don't have to be nice. Loving is being true to yourself. Loving is standing in your own power and courageously standing there, even if you stand alone. I was afraid of being an asshole again. Don't want to be an asshole. Don't have to be an asshole. Even though that asshole, I said that already, that asshole was actually serving me. It allowed me to be heard. Not in a healthy way, but it allowed me to be heard. Because as a kid, I wasn't heard. I never felt heard. I never felt listened to. I never felt seen. And you know what? Neither did my mom and dad. And here I am breaking the generational cycle. Here comes that passion again. Woohoo! I never felt seen or heard or validated or I couldn't express anything. So that asshole allowed me to do that. Albeit unhealthy, I still got to do it. Now I'm coming back home to me and I'm teaching other people how to come back home to who they truly are, where they were as a kid, so they can live that life. Live life on their terms. Stop living for what society says. Stop living for what your parents said. Family, anybody. It's not their fucking life. And start living for how you want to live. Start living for what makes you excited, for what lights you up, even if it sounds fucking crazy, even if it sounds so far-fetched. Even if it goes against the norms. Because guess what? Those norms are falling apart anyway. All the old paradigms falling apart. The old structures falling apart. And that's what we're seeing right now. And this is why we're seeing more chaos. Because people aren't aware of it consciously, but it's falling apart. And energetically, we're all feeling it. Some are waking up, some are moving more. And I know that I'm here for something greater, and I know I experienced all that to get right here. I don't need to be an asshole, but I can still express my truth. And I can enforce a boundary. And how they react to me is none of my business. How they handle it is not my business. As long as I'm not being a dick, intentionally trying to hurt, which I think at this point, it's safe to say that that's not my intention in the first place. But I will express truths. I will call out BS. And I will unapologetically be me. And I will share my experiences. I will share what I believe to be true. And if it doesn't resonate with you, move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. It's not for you. And if it resonates with you, great, take it. Make it your own. The whole point of this is stop giving a fuck and go live your life. Go get your happiness, which is not, you have to go get it anywhere. It's already within you. And this is one of the first steps, is stop giving a fuck. And the more you go within and heal the things and release the things, all the traumas, all the pains, all the wounds, all other shit that made you worry about what other people thought in the first place, when you start healing them more and more, you start doing that shadow work, you start going within and you start peeling back and releasing all those layers and taking your power back. One healing, one moment, one story at a time. You stop giving a fuck less and less. And each time that I do a video, and each time I share a message, I may feel fear, but I'll feel through it. And I'll grow and continue to take back more of my power and give a fuck less and less. Love to hear from you. Love to hear what resonated with you on this portion. If you want help on this journey of taking your power back, of becoming yourself, of getting to the point where you don't give a fuck, where you're okay stepping out and sharing and living the way that you want to live and creating and manifesting the life you want, the one that lights you the fuck up, then let me know how I can serve you. Let me grab an intuitive energy healing, an intuitive reading. Let's get some wisdom going for you so that you can get on this journey of making life your own and stop living what other people think you should live. The links will be below. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Laughing Through Life Show. Peace.